My name is Brad, aka Ogemow. Today I'm going to be doing a review and demonstration video for the Force Products Feedneck adapter. This Feedneck is for the X7, A5, and X7 Phenom. This allows you to take your cyclone feed off and use whatever hopper you want. But before I get into the review and demonstration, I'll show you how to install it onto an X7 Phenom. To install this on your X7 Phenom, you need to remove this bolt which holds your cyclone feed on, this pin, this pin, this pin, and I'd also like to say that these are Tech T push pins, and if you don't already have them, I highly recommend that you do get them because they make things so much easier. They are wicked awesome. Yes, I said wicked awesome. I do that time to time. Remove your sock. Get that out of the way. Because this is the Assault Edition, I have to remove the mag. Now you can slide your grip frame off. And you also have to pry this pin out here. Make sure it doesn't go flying on you. And you flip it over. And this is your air fitting for your cyclone feed. Just push it straight back and pull straight out. And your cyclone comes off. Then with your Force Products feed neck, there's a hole here and a hole here. Those go on those two pins. Force Products also supplies you with a new bolt, which I think is pretty awesome. Has a pretty big knob on it so you can tighten it by hand. And also, Force Products doesn't supply this, but Hustle Paintball is nice enough to send me a new one. And this is the air fitting for your cyclone feed. If you don't get one of these with your feed neck, you've got to put a dab of super glue over the end of it just to seal it so nothing comes out and so no CO2 comes out. There you go, and then you slide your bolt forward, hold that in position, put this pin back in, make sure it's in place well. Put your grip frame back on. And out of the pins that you took out, you have two long and one short. The two long go in your grip frame. And the short goes up here. Just like that, and it's installed. I have had issues with this feed neck chopping balls since the first time I put it on my marker. I've tried everything. I tried turning the velocity down. Nothing seemed to matter. So I've had the problem right from the start. So this is a test fire with the Force Products feed neck adapter for the X7 Phenom. Previously, when I tested this, I was having issues with the 3-ball burst. I was getting a lot of ball chops. You'll see why later on in my video. Sammy! Colorado. Oh, sorry, 3-ball burst. CO2's getting cold. And this time, we did get a ball chop. That's why there's paint in there. You can see the shell right there. Can you see that? Can you actually see the shell? Mm-hmm. So there you have it. Now that I've got it all cleaned up again, I've got the cyclone feedback on, and we're going to see how it works that way. This is just to prove that nothing was wrong with the X7 itself. Well, right now this is semi-auto. Three-ball burst. That was a barrel break. And I'll show you when I'm done. As you can see, there's absolutely no paint in there. So that one that did break, that was actually a barrel break because it's cold outside. You're going to have that happen. But as you see, there's no shells or paint inside the Cyclone. So I watched Hustle Paintball's video on this Feedneck, and they didn't have any issues with it, and they were using a die rotor. And I was talking to Ethan, and he thinks, and so do I, that the die rotor is a more force-fed and a higher rate of feed than the VMAX, so we're thinking that might have been the difference. So I'm going to test that out today. So we're going to do another test with the die rotor. Semi. Three-ball burst. And there you have it, folks. The die rotor comes out a champ. No ball chops. And just, I'll take this off. We'll have a quick look here. Look at that. Not one ball chop. So I've taken this down to the one body half, just because it'll be easier to show you what I think the problem is. So you can see this hook here, and this is grooved out for that hook. And when you put that on, get you to zoom in just a little bit more there. Now can you see how that hook is causing a bit of an obstruction? So I think because of the Valken not being as good of force feed and high rate of fire as the rotor, I believe that that hook is causing just enough resistance or obstruction to slow the balls down enough on the 3-ball burst to cause it to chop a ball in half. That's what I believe the problem is. If you're thinking, well, I'll just cut the hook off and problem solved. Well, I'll show you why that's not a good idea and why it's not going to work. And simple fact is that it's hollowed out at the very back just a little bit, so it makes room for the tip of that hook. So if you put balls in here without the hook, this is what happens. As you can see, there's balls right to the top. They end up staggering inside, and I mean, that's just not going to feed. So that's not going to work. So my final opinion on this is, would I recommend someone to buy it? Not really. If you plan to use a die rotor, then you're probably going to have good luck with it. I can't guarantee that, but from my testing, it's shown that yes, you will have luck with it. If you're going to use anything equivalent to a Vulcan VMAX, well, you've seen the footage. Good luck. But I don't want to just say everything negative about this. I will say that it is built very tough. I mean, you could run over this with a full-size truck and it's probably not going to damage it in the least. Also, I believe that Force Products is really onto something here. I think that with a simple modification, the problem could be solved. By the way, thank you to my wonderful, awesome wife for letting me use her rotor. That is her rotor. I used the VMAX, so I'm not sure at this point that I want to buy a rotor, so I'm not sure if I want to keep this Feedneck. But I assure you of one thing. I was already talking to Ethan at Hustle Paintball, and he already told me that no matter what I decide, he has my back 110%, and he's going to make me happy. I won't go into details because, I mean, that's between me and Ethan. I'll end this video by saying, number one, thank you for taking the time to watch my video. And I'd like to personally invite you to PB Ride. It's an online paintball forum. Lots of great people on there. Myself and my wife are on there. My name is Ogemow, and my wife's name is Cheetah. Look us up on PB Riot, send me a private message and I'll be more than happy to chat with you. And when you're signing up, don't forget to say that Ogemow referred you. So, for the love of the game, or sport, whatever you want to call it, keep it honest, keep it fun, and above all, keep it safe. Till next time.